Hi there and welcome to the screencast. Tonight I'm going to solve some problems pertaining to solving polynomial equations, which you may see on the quiz on Study Guide 12, either Tuesday or Wednesday. Alright, in the first problem here I'm asked to solve a quadratic equation by taking square roots. So to do that I want to isolate the term with a variable on the left side of the equation. So that means I'm going to have to first subtract 7, and that's going to give me 185. Then I'm going to divide by 5, and that's going to give me k squared equals 37. Then I'm ready to take the plus minus square root of both sides of the equation, and that causes the exponent to disappear, and I'm left with k equals plus or minus the square root of 37. And that's it as far as I can go. The first few words in tonight's secret sentence are: congratulations to college prep math student. Alright, the next problem. I'm asked to solve an quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. Alright, the quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And for this problem, my a is 2, b is 5, and c is negative 2. Alright, so when I substitute those values in, I get negative 5 plus minus the square root of b squared gives me 25 minus 4ac. Okay, so that's going to end up being, let's see, 4 times 2 is 8, times 2 is negative 2 is 16, and I'm going to be subtracting negative 16, which is the same thing as adding 16. And then I divide by 2 times 2, and that gives me my final result, which is that. And I can't simplify that any farther, and that is my solution. Alright, next few words are Joe Garofalo. Okay, moving on. Let's see. There we go. Alright, now I'm asked to solve let's see, polynomial equation, and I can tell because there are 4 terms, I'm going to be solving by factoring by grouping first. So let's see. So by factoring by grouping, I first want to factor the first 2 terms of the polynomial, and that's going to give me this. And then I factor the second 2 terms. So I'm going to take out negative 3. That will give me that. Then I collect the x plus 1 there, and x squared minus 3 goes there. And now I set each factor equal to 0 and solve the resulting equation that I get. So I'm going to get 2 equations, and the first one is going to give me a solution of x equals negative 1, and the second one is going to give me x squared equals 3. And then I'm going to do plus minus square root of both sides, and I get x equals plus or minus the square root of 3. So the solution is both negative 1 and plus or minus the square root of 3. Next few words are: for scoring 2 touchdowns in the state. Alright, and the last problem for tonight is one that is going to involve quadratic form factoring. So here I need 2 numbers that are going to multiply to be 15 and add up to 56. Well, that would be x squared plus 7 and x squared plus 8. Then I set each of those factors equal to 0. And that gives me that and that. And I solve the little equations that I get. So that gives me x squared equals negative 7. And over here I get x squared equals negative 8. And I take the square root of both sides, plus minus on the left, or on the right I should say. That's going to give me x equals plus or minus, and that'll be I root 7. And over here on the right, I'm going to get x equals plus or minus, and let's see, square root of negative 8 is 4 times 2, so that's 2 radical 2 and then with an I in it. So I get 2I root 2. And those are my 4 solutions. And the final few words in tonight's sentence are the words championship game. Alright, hope someone found this helpful and someone watched it. And get a good night's sleep if you were watching this. And we will see you tomorrow. And don't forget, you should go to my website to submit your secret sentence to me. Please go to my website and go to the contact info page and submit a form to me. Alright, enjoy your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow or on Wednesday. Cheers.